what I can get for the rest of you so you can be unaffected the same way. That way, at the very least, you can at least approach the tent and not surprise her. She will know you're coming by the fact that it also will not alert her and it will not bother you.
Cool.
We'll just have to get some ready for you. This town should have the magic people we need, though. Magic users we need to set those up for you, though. If you wish to check on her health sooner than that, though, you may have to come and find me first. And I would appreciate it if you would also keep this quiet from the rest of the performers and whatnot in Faun's heart.
Of course.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Why would we have any reason to damage her privacy?
Because you have entered the tent already once today. Forgive my bluntness.
Well, you know, that's because, you know, it was there. Yeah.
There's a difference between encountering a large unknown object that's causing discomfort and knowing that somebody lives in it.
Very well. I trust you.
Well, good.
I want to picture that was perfectly like
very well, I trust you. Well, good.
I want to figure that that's exactly what happened with the tea. Like Pat sips it, like, well, good. Like, exactly. It's not like you're angry like that. You just slurp tea, so you're making like, yep. Absolutely. Well, good.
Yes. Correct.
You have hot tea in your mouth. Your tongue, it burns, but you must respond to her because... I'm sorry. I'll stop.
That would be more along
awesome.
the lines of,
I
well,
love your
good,
charisma.
wouldn't it?
Pardon?
Well, the hot tea in their mouth, that would be more along the lines of, well, good, wouldn't it?
That's kind of how I pictured it coming out of her mouth, actually. Like, she's
Bleh.
well, no, not the tea coming out, but just the well, good kind of come with the tea rolling off the tongue, but not out of the mouth stuff. Anyway, we will stop focusing on tea and well, good and... Oh yeah, it's angry tea, so maybe that's why you just... Well, good was said angrily. It is angry tea. So, what do you do now?
Well, Pat is gonna be militant about this shit. She is gonna like march around and stare at everything, and it is awkward.
I would expect no less, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, that squirrel looks suspicious.
Yes, that's correct.
Whoa, Lydia, you went way out of focus. What the heck? Just hey, camera.
Is it back now?
It is. You just blurred, and then it just went back into focus. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right. I believe it looks like Valia is filling in Tess. A lot has happened. Oh my god.
Sadly, no, not really.
Alright, so it's Lydia and Valia. Pat has made a decision. She's going around and studying everyone in the camp very intently and everything, and just... She is Shirley Holmes right now.
Mm-hmm. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley Holmes?
We said nothing's happening until we leave this town, right?
So nothing happening, like if there's stuff here to go do and check out. What they just don't know the future of what's gonna happen after this week. That's not to say nothing's gonna happen, like come on now, please, it's D&D.
No, like they don't know, like anything, like they don't know anything about the next town?
That's exactly it. Pretty much after this town and on the road to the next town and into the next town and whatnot. Once the time of day that they leave this town is, they can't see beyond that. If she waited here beyond that time, they wouldn't see it. So, if that makes sense to you. It's like, hey, 3 p.m., suddenly it's black. Like, just... the whole world goes dark. And bitter, like a pit of darkness.
Okay.
Anyways.
Well, I mean, I want to go to like the inn or something to try to figure out if we can get any information on the town that we're going to.
Absolutely. Anyone else or anything like that before we head to that kind of thing?
Yeah, I want to visit my temple.
Yeah, you want to... Shall we do that really briefly first before... Now, do you want to visit the temple when she goes to the inn, or would you want to join her at the inn later?
Probably join her at the inn later. I want to... It's been a while since I've been to one of those temples. Plus, the priests might know of something. I mean, if something bad is going to happen, then if it's, you know... There's a chance that they've heard inklings.
Alrighty. Well, we'll do the Temple of Ilmater first.
No, we can't, I'm afraid.
Sorry, Tess. Sorry, Ashley. Let's figure out what's going on with this stuff. Hey, those of you that love Faun's Heart and love 0 to 20, maybe you can actually be in Regina and see about helping this person with the laptop issues. Yeah, no. If you're in Saskatchewan, in Canada, in anywhere that can help us, in Vancouver. But, yeah, seems like a no. Okay, to the temple.
We're going to the Ilmater Tempo at this point?
Valia is, Lida wants to go to an inn or tavern to ask some questions there as well. So, we're just going to do the temple.
Definitely not trying to convince anyone to come with me to the temple.
Yeah, so we can deal with that really quickly-ish first, and then we'll be dealing with the inn and tavern and whatnot. So what questions do you have for the priests, or what would you like from the temple?
Well, as far as what I'd like from the temple, go do a certain amount of praying. I mean, you know, it's kind of my people right there. As far as asking, I'll simply ask them if they know of any dark tidings that may have to do with Faun's Heart, or or whatever the name of the next town is. Presumably, I get to know that.
I haven't given it to you yet. Sorry, I'm having trouble finding it in my notes. I apologize. I might just change it randomly and go like, it's this now, because my notes are a disaster. I will change it later.
Okay, the lovely city of Saint Random. Very good.
There we go. We'll go with another B name, because everything here starts with B's except for this town. No. It is... Yeah, I'll give it to you in the middle of this stuff. We'll look it up. So, the priest kind of stopped me for a second, like, specifically for a traveling carnival, you want to know if there's anything on the horizon for it?
If you happen to have heard something, I work with them. I was sent by the temple inn, and Abby doesn't know the word for the temple that Valley is originally from, but...
We should probably work them in character background at some point.
Yeah, for that particular fact, yes.
Well, no, sister. We do not know of any ill tidings towards any carnivals. They kind of, like, is there something really special about this carnival? Kind of look at you and you're like,
Well, just that I've been assigned to it.
I see. Do you suspect that this is a reason that you were assigned to it?
Well, the reason I was assigned was because it had more to do with rumors that may or may not be substantiated about the carnival itself. So far, everything seems to be on the up and up, but while I'm there, it's my duty to protect them.
Well, if we do find anything out, well, we will try and look into it. We know nothing at this moment. If we find anything else, where can we send word to? Just to Faun's Heart, or will you be staying anywhere else?
To my knowledge, I will be with them for the next while. Certainly until further notice.
Very well, then. If we hear of anything, we will send a messenger to Faun's Heart Carnival. Have a good day, sister. Be well.
Take my leave of him and then actually just spend some time praying, which obviously we don't need to roleplay.
I don't know. That could be a fun half an hour, couldn't it? Come on, guys.
Right.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh my god, everything's working.
Hello!
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so disruptive.
No, it happens at times. Haven't you heard me say yet? Squid happens?
Well, squid does happen.
You've merely been a victim once again of our great foe, technical difficulties.
Yes.
I just don't know how to rejoin after I've missed so much. Like I know what's kind of happening. I've got a gist, but I don't know how Tess could just kind of stroll up.
Just stroll up.
Yeah, if you really want to do just that. You know these three are heading to a tavern. They haven't quite got there yet because we haven't even started that point yet. So you could technically join them.
Okay, awesome.
Because
what have you guys been up to
While I'm
on the walk?
You catch them walking towards the tavern from the carnival. Here we go! What have you guys been up to?
Did she not go to the tent with us?
What are we doing at the tavern? Are we we're talking to people and seeing if anything's going on?
Well, Abby went to the temple, and then we were going to the inn.
Oh, the inn, pardon me, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we're doing at the inn. We're gonna go look for whatever's going on here, right? We're gonna look to see if something's up.
Well, just like if they know anything about the next town, because they don't know anything about the next town either, so.
I found the name, by the way, the notes. Crestwood for you all. Crestwood.
Okay.
That sounds like what happens when some guy is about to start on an adventure and likes the idea too much.
Anyways.
Two face palms. Up.
So, to the inn, while you guys are walking, is there anything you wish to let Tess know about? Or, as she knows about the tent, she knows about that stuff. We'll say that she was quietly observing everything while it happened. If you have any further questions about anything that was discussed beyond what was kind of said, I think Abby fairly covered it. After that point, I'm not sure how much you heard from that. They were found by Langla, who brought them back to her kind of caravan home thing, and filled them in on what's actually going on with the Mimel. I shouldn't have named her that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what a name.
Thank you! Yay, Alvin names. And let them know, like, there's time span after they leave this town. Actually, there's a chunk of time around that. Traveling on the road and towards Crestwood and into Crestwood and whatnot, Langla and Lemil will not know what's going on. And they're used to knowing, like, they've traveled together for decades now. She's helped them avoid certain pitfalls and things like that on the road, like any bandits or towns they shouldn't go through or things like that if things are going to happen. She's been very helpful to Faun's Heart's actually prosperity. And not knowing is kind of setting them at an unease. Especially in the case of Langla, she's actually concerned that this could mean that La Mimile is actually going to die.
My goodness.
And as she's kind of alluded to with the group when they were all in the quarters. So. Which
would be a terrible tragedy because she's only at least 2,000 years old.
Yeah, she's an ancient elf, like, especially since, you know, the two elves in the party would know this. You guys age very well, like, you keep your looks for a long time, but she actually looks like an ancient elf. You know? That's kind of a, whoa.
What up, Grandma?
Yep. Or great grandma kind of thing, as the case might be.
Is that a corpse?
I really hope you didn't say that to her.
I was just quietly observing.
Nice.
That went through your mind, and yeah, anyways. So, they've been told that if they want to go back to the tent to visit, there's something that they have to get to do so. Otherwise, they have to let Langland know, because when you go near the tent, you get discomforted, and it kind of wants to push you away, and it's not a very nice feeling until you break it and get into the tent. It also then would let Lemimel know that you're coming in. We're coming to the tent, at least, and, you know, kind of like knocking on the door, but, hey, there's an area alarm thing. Someone's coming, you have visitors, ding dong. And now you're all walking towards the inns in town here.